Hey, what's going on, guys? Claytano here. Thanks so much for tuning in. So ContraWest gives us this event where, you do all the puzzle pieces, whatever, and you piece together this cute looking little cowgirl, but then they don't even put her monster in the monster list, so nobody can see what skills they are, so nobody has motivation to do it. It's a mystery. So yeah, so they don't have any motivation to do it because nobody knows what kind of monster it is, how good it's gonna be, what skills she has. Who knows? Nobody knows. Well, lucky enough for you guys, Daniel LH was able to post pictures of the actual skills on Reddit for everybody to see. I'll post a link to it down there as well, so that way you guys can click on it and see the actual post that I saw. So credits to you, thank you so much. I don't know who you are, but you're awesome. So what I want to do is just go into a quick review of her skills, her, upgrades, things like that, and what runes you should put on her, how useful she might be, and kind of just do a little monster review on her since everybody should be able to get her pretty easily from this event. So to get right into it, her first skill is the same skill as every other cowgirl. I kind of figured that, and then I had a 1 out of 2 chance to get the second skill right. It was kind of a toss-up which one it was, and it basically just attacks all the enemies with a 30% critical rate, which is not bad. So obviously, what does that tell you right away? Hey, I want to do maybe some crit damage on her or something. That might be cool. But what I think is even more funny about that skill is actually the name of it. It's called Defeat the Wild Dog. You're not Michael Vick. What wild dog are you trying to defeat? And what did he ever do to you? You're a freaking cowgirl. You should be herding cattle, not defeating wild dog. You're not Michael Vick. However, you are able to boost damage another 25% from skill upping, as well as lowering down the skill turns by 1. Wow, that's so original, right? None of the other monsters in the game do that. So I know everybody was kind of worried about what her skills are going to be. So glad I'm able to do this for you guys. And then her third skill, Devil's Bullet. It attacks the enemy with a forbidden bullet, and the chances of landing a glancing hit are reduced by 50%. However, she's a dark monster. Dark monsters don't really glance that much because they don't really have elemental things that they really need to worry about. However, the invincibility ignore is kind of a cool thing because none of the other monsters in the game really have that. So to have somebody that can automatically penetrate through Chloe's shield, through Neil's shield, through everybody's shield, just breaking through shields like it's nobody's business, like I'm this little cowgirl that's gonna shoot through your shield right now. It is kind of a unique skill. But to be honest, it's just a one target skill. If it was, a multiple target AoE like her other skill would be, then it might be kind of useful. But to just kind of shoot one person one time through a shield, it doesn't seem like it's that real. It's not that game changing. Not very many dungeon monsters have shields anyway, so like she's not going to be useful in dungeon for the most part. She's only going to be useful in arena offense, because if you put her on arena defense, she's just going to get blown up like the cowgirl she is. But this skill also has 3 damage boosts and a skill reduction, so it does bring it down to 3 turns. But even still on violent, it's not going to be that critical because there's only a shield for like 1 turn anyway. The most shield that you're going to have is 2 turns for invincibility. That's it. Although as far as her base stats, when you actually awaken her, she does gain a 15% critical chance rate, so that's not bad, because then what happens is you get 15% critical rate automatically, plus the 15% rate when you awaken her, and then when you add that with her second skill, it does make 60% crit rate, so that's pretty good. That means all you have to do is get 40% crit rate from your runes, and you're golden. And you can get 12% crit rate just from putting blade runes on her. But as far as runes are concerned, since everybody is gonna get her, I would actually recommend going with rage runes, because with her critical chance rate being 30% to start off with, that's a good boost. That's a good starting point where you're not gonna need that much crit rate from your substats, and you can pump everything into attack and crit damage. So the rune suggestions I recommend is going to be Rage Blade with attack percent on 2, crit damage percent on 4, and attack percent damage on 6. The reason why is because she's just a damage dealer. You don't want her to be tanky. Don't build her tanky. I don't know why anybody would do that. That'd be stupid. That'd be not cool. Don't do that. The only other suggestion might be putting her on either Violent or Despair, and to be honest with you, Despair doesn't really seem to work with this cowgirl. Despair does work with some of the other cowgirls, but not this one. You want her to just be doing as much damage as possible, because she's gonna die after the first turn. Let's all be honest. If you were to go Violent though, do attack percent, crit damage attack percent still, just because you want her to be a nuke. She's able to penetrate invincibility, so you want that to count. You want her to be able to penetrate invincibility, and then as soon as the invincibility comes off, have her do her second skill again where she's doing extra crit rate and crit damage as much as possible, and we should be golden. However, like I said, she's not a game-changing monster, so if you have other monsters to work on, I would work on them first. I wouldn't really recommend building her if you're just starting out. She is a decent monster, I guess, but nothing that's really something that you should be focusing on making. She's just pretty much just a normal 3-star monster to me, nothing that's really going to be game-changing. Although I am glad that ComToUs didn't make a game-changing monster into an event monster that everybody can get for free, because if everybody had this super OP monster, then at the same time nobody would be OP. Although the artistry to the cowgirls is kind of cool. I mean, they remind me of Miss Fortune from League of Legends, but other than that, they're just kind of this cute little girl that kind of runs around, shoots bullets at people, and kind of tickles them with her bullets. So in conclusion, guys, even with the release of the Dark Cowgirl, the best cowgirl is the reverse cowgirl. And Dublin says hello. No, he doesn't. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you'd like to see the previous video, please click on the link. Also, follow me on Twitter or Instagram, or you can donate as well. Also, don't forget to hit that up, like, and subscribe button.